green mask, yellow mask. So continuing with some more tactics from the mount. So this time we're going to talk about sort of changing some ideas here and making a switch to go to the back. You know, Jiu-Jitsu is best done with the idea of creating a reaction and then counterattack. Create a reaction and counterattack, and not necessarily trying to force anything. Play water, not rock. So, I'm going to, again, the yellow mask is going to be being very defensive here. I don't like to rear up like this. I feel vulnerable. I feel susceptible to bump and things like that. So when would I rear up like this? When he's being very defensive, maybe he's grabbing his collars with his own hands. People will do that, stuff like that. Hugging, yeah, like that kind of stuff. Because, you know, maybe I've choked him a couple of times, or he knows my reputation as somebody that has a high finishing percentage from the mouth. So typically, you know, I'm off here and fighting. We're trying to get in here into the collar, and I'm unable to do that. So then, you know, riding up a little bit, okay, and then I look up, okay, and psychologically too, I guess it's worth just mentioning this, is that when I take them out, I feel like a shark in the water with blood in the water. Like, I feel like it should be me attacking and me finishing. I should be the monster from this position. So like that, my mentality is more towards kill, kill, kill. Obviously I don't want to hurt my partner, but I'm very aggressive in going for the finish from this position, just like I would be from the back. In the other positions, I'm more tactical in my thinking, sort of creeping. From here, I'm not doing that as much. So, and what I mean by that is, you know, I'm in here, okay, it's not happening, coming up, and then I'm going to strike. So, how am I going to strike? I'm going to make good posture, straight arms or elbows, start attacking one side, he defends, and I switch to the other, right? Because that's this idea of counterattacking. So, I always go to the side that I'm not as interested as going to first. So, coming here, he starts to address it. I switch, come here, okay? So, pinning. Now, I'm threatening like I'm going to go for a key lock right here, and he's going to start to counter by turning and pushing with my elbow. So, staple here, limp arm, like that, coming behind. Okay, so show that again. So here he's pushing, I'm letting him push, don't go until you get sufficient force, okay? Full pushing, maybe resisting a little bit, let go, okay? So that's how this is done properly. So he's pushing, I push back, let go, okay? Reaction, counterattack. Now, the detail here is to get your chest on the back of his arm, like this. This here, me holding like this isn't actually holding his arm. My weight in my chest on the back of his tricep is what's holding his arm. So try to get your arm away, yellow mask. See that? So that's the important part. So you gotta eat his arm with your chest. So here, he's pushing. Okay, so back up. He's here, he's pushing. Okay, I push back. Here, okay, now, wrists. Now, I have, like, I'm pinning with both arms at this point. Now, as I slide my chest onto his back here, and I push in again, because I don't want, he knows now I'm going to try to take his back. I don't want him to change his mind and be able to put his back flat on the mat. Okay, I don't want that to be able to happen, or even start to. So, I'm switching from here to here, sliding and then pushing. I'm going to bring my knee high, and now I'm going to make a grip switch here. Sort of like I'm riding a bicycle, handlebar grips. Alright, now from here, I'm going to use this to pull, okay, and I'm going to pull it around, like this. Handlebar grips. Now, okay, now, we're in this position here, okay. So I've taken back. Notice I'm not using harness. I actually think this is much better than using the harness. This is more of a straitjacket strategy. Okay? So, I've extended his arms. Okay, now I'm going to take the top arm, this one's on top, and I'm going to straitjacket the bottom arm. See how I did that? I took that out of the game. Now I can let go. Alright? So again, we're here, handlebar grips, okay? Top arm over top of the bottom arm, straitjacket. Can let go. Can you get that arm out? It's not easy, eventually, but I only need a little bit of time, right? So straitjacket here. Now, what's going to happen now is that the yellow mask is going to have his chin tucked, because that's very common here. And you know, I could try to get in here and crossface and be mean. and those kinds of things, but I don't want to do that. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick with this leg here and thrust my hips. So I'm going to kick and thrust like this. And what that does is that actually brings his chin up, like a whiplash effect. So here, under the chin, here, and what I'm going to do now is the executioner choke. I'm going to find my own lapel with my hand here, get my own lapel, and now I'm going to bring my forearm across his neck as I project my chin forward. Okay, so like this. That way I don't have to let go of this. It's a one-handed choke, executioner choke. So thrust, under, lapel, and now I'm bringing my elbow to the floor, like I'm trying to put my forearm in front of his neck as I project my chin forward.